Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I don't know how many of you watched that so-called famous speech of Putin in Munich in I think it was 2010 or something like this, when they were still thinking that Putin is an idiot like others before him. And that was a very serious speech he had in front of a foreign audience. And I remember that in the first row it was that idiot called McCain and the Senator Lieberman. Remember Lieberman of Massachusetts, I think he was? Supposedly a Democrat. Anyway, he's Jewish, he's still around. Supposedly he's an independent now. Yeah, okay. And the other one was McCain, and they were laughing over there in the front row. So Putin said some very interesting things over there, very interesting. He was actually telling what's going to happen. If you guys continue with your bullshit, this is what's going to happen. And I know, listen to it. I think it's about 45 minutes or so, if I remember correctly. One of the things he says over there, I think, is talking about the heating problem. He said Russia is able and willing to provide Europe and the rest of the world with fuel, gas, coal, oil, wood, whatever you guys need. But all we want in return is to leave us alone. Don't interfere in our relationship. Treat us as equal. That was one of the things, and everything would be fine. The guys were laughing. And then at one point he says something like, if you guys are going to try to, he didn't say put price caps, but something like intervene in the free market of resources, then what are you going to do? You shoot yourselves in the foot. We give you the cheapest everything. And said, even if you're not gonna look for oil or gas from us, how are you going to heat your houses? He said, I'm gonna use wood. And he said, even for wood, you have to go to Siberia to get wood, and that's us. And then the guys over there, yeah, they were laughing nervously, funny Russian. No, he was serious, but he made a joke. These guys really thought it was a joke. But what he said, guys, you depend on us, and we depend on you. So it's a give and take. We're not going to be your slaves. We're not going to be your vassal state. You got to understand that. We have the nuclear weapons, and we have a large country with 145 billion, Jesus Christ, million people. No, 145 billion people will be gone for starving anyway. So now, with that being said, then in this article, I'm going to discuss the same issue of energy. What I'm trying to say is, you have a house, right? Let's say you have a house, apartment, whatever you have, where you live, where you dwell. Okay, so you have it. Now let's say it's cold outside, very cold outside, winter. You want to have a certain kind of temperature in your house, correct? Now you can use just a few sources of energy to heat your house, and there will be about 5 maybe. Let's go, maybe you can use petroleum or oil, you can use gas, you can use coal, you can use atomic energy, and you can use wood, right? Or something that burns. You're not going to use your you know what I mean? You're going to use wood. These are like kind of the 5. I mean, you can maybe think of something else anyway, but these are the 5. Do you need it? You need it. Now, if out of these 5 you impose sanctions on yourself, and you take the 4, let's say 4 out of it, you remain with 1. Okay, who's producing that 1? Because you're gonna still need it for your house in the winter. So this is what these idiots did. The Westerns, weasels, they impose sanctions on Russia. We're not gonna buy oil for you. We're not gonna buy gas. We're gonna put gas this and get price cap and all that. Yeah, but how are you going to heat your houses, you idiots? Well, we're going to get from some other sources, really. And one of them is atomic energy. Guess what? That's exactly what this article is going to talk about. You're not going to buy our oil? Good. You're not going to buy our coal? Good. You're not going to buy our gas? Good. But guess what? You're going to need something. You know what they're going to need? Atomic energy. They're making a kill. The Russians are making a kill with the atomic energy cells. Let me give you this little article that shows how idiots these guys are. But hey, I will explain. There are some other weasels that are profiting from this. This article comes from Reuters from today, December 25th, 2022. Russia's Rosatom sees 2022 exports growth at 15%, report. That's how much the other guys that are not going to buy the Russian oil will buy, whatever atomic energy from the Russians. Well, that's very smart. Anyway, December 26th, because already over there is December 26th. There being not next house or something is Russia. Russia's Rosatom expects its 2022 exports growth at 15%, while its foreign order portfolio has remained stable at $200 billion. The state nuclear energy company's chief executive officer, Alexei Likachev, told the Russian Izvestia newspaper. Exports will grow by about 15%, 1.5, but one must understand that this is far from the limit. Yeah, so those guys are going to continue to shoot themselves in the foot with the regular energy. You're going to come again to us. So he says here, is not a limit. Izvestia quoted Lyshachev as saying in remarks published early on Monday, over there Monday. The growth comes among others from contracts already being implemented, supplies of fuel, enriched uranium products, as well as conversion services. Conversion services, keep that in mind, because I think the Americans use about 18% of conversion services from Russia. That's why they didn't impose any sanctions on this, because they need it. So they said, weasels, Europeans, fuck off. You're going to cut yourself short of gas and oil because we don't need it. We have it. We're going to sell it to you extra premium money, price. But we're not going to cut the uranium, okay, or whatever. We're not going to use the uranium products or the conversion services. Why? Because we need it. And we're not going to shoot ourselves in the foot. Only you are the ones. Why? Because you're weasels. That's how it is. You'll see. I think, I didn't read the article, but I know this from before. I read an article or two about this, exactly the same thing. And I made a video, by the way. It also includes the construction of 23 nuclear power units at projects in a dozen countries, he added. Unless the Americans are going to blow them before they, kill it before it grows. I shot the sheriff song. Yeah, kill it before it grows. The same here. They're going to destroy those before they're built. Since the Russian invasion of Ukraine 10 months ago, Rosatom has avoided Western sanctions. Avoided. It was like, oh my God, no. The guy says, you take it easy, you stay over there. We're going to do business. And just fuck up those guys over there, the idiots, Europeans. That's what they did. That's exactly how they probably spoke. In their little dark rooms with their cigars and with expensive alcohol and ladies of the night performing. Well, anyway, and I'm quoting, even in such conditions, it says, now I cut something. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine 10 months ago, Rosatom has avoided Western sanctions, although the United States was weighing them earlier this year. Yeah, and then I had a little conversation, said fuck them. Anyway, I'm quoting, even in such conditions, our portfolio of foreign orders for 10 years ahead is stable at a level of $200 billion, end quote, Likachev said, and I'm quoting again, this year we will overcome a psychological important barrier in the supply of our products abroad in the amount of $10 billion, end quote. Rosatom has been in talks with the International Atomic Energy Agency about a safe zone around Ukraine's Russian-controlled Zaporozhye nuclear power plant, Europe's largest, which Russian troops captured in May. May, Romanian, May, English. And the thing is, I saw a few articles, I just looked at the titles. The Russians supposedly increased the security of the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. So that's what they meant by a safe zone. Not NATO troops, weasels and bullshit. We're going to be us, you, bye-bye. Do you think they're going to give it back to the Ukrainians? Are you crazy? You know what I mean, right? Anyway, in August, Rosatom and its Finnish partner, that dancer, the tiny dancer, remember the prime minister, the Finnish dancer, whatever her name is? Some they do deals in the middle of the night, if you know what I mean. Oh my. So in August, Rosatom and its Finnish partner Fennovoima have filed claims for billions of dollars in damage from each other over Fennovoima's decision to cancel a planned nuclear power plant in Finland. My bad. See, I didn't read the article. Actually, the lady of the dancer was told the weasels that no more business with Russians. Okay, we're gonna get the Canadians to build one. All right, what the hell is going on here with that little thing? Anyway, the Fonovima consortium, in which Russia's state-owned Rosatom has a 34% minority holding, in May terminated a contract for Rosatom to build a nuclear power plant in the Cape of Hanhikivi in northwest Finland, citing delays and then increased risks resulting from the war in Ukraine. So remember when they said the contract is a contract? Now there's no more the contract is a contract. Why? Because we fuck up and we don't want to continue that. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Earlier in December, Rosatom said that the Dispute Review Board, DRP, an arbitration panel that settles international contract disputes, ruled the Finnish termination to be illegal, not legal. So lady dancer, tiny dancer, back, turn the light on and let's start the music, dance. Anyway, Fennovoima said on its website on December 15 that the board recommendation was neither final nor binding, and that the consortium had filed a notice of dissatisfaction, end quote, with the board. Oh, so they're upset a little bit. So that's what it is, my friends. The nuclear business is going on. No sanctions, because I know that it was like this. The services. So United States, Russia. The United States gets an 18 or 19% serviced whatever material and whatever they get from the Russians, and about, I can't remember exactly how much, or it was 27 and 18, something like that, because the other one was lower, about 10 points lower, the uranium. So the uranium and then the services were 27 and the other one were 18, or the other, it was 18 and 11 or 9 or something, one of the two, I can't remember exactly, my bad. 2 clicks, you find it. I don't want to keep you here with this. Do it at your own leisure. All right, man. That's it. You see, these idiots, they said, we're not gonna buy your stuff over there, but we're gonna buy more of that thing. But where's the money going? To Putin's pockets. They're all full, and just money just come out of it because it's too full. You see how things are? And we are the idiots. We are the idiots who have to deal with the inflation. We hate Russians. We love whatever we love. They tell us to love, and we look at these politicians who do these kind of dealings. It's unbelievable, man. It's just, I mean, not unbelievable. That's how the world functions. That's how interest. But they keep things away from us, or they give us like the little fish, bleak, 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 just little crumbs or little bait, and we're like, hop, we're hungry, hop, and believe every bullshit they told us. No, I don't think so. That's why you and I are here, because we're not like that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.